Hey guys, it's Alex. That's right, Alex O'Neill here to talk with you for a little thing I like to call Alex Talks, where I sit down here with a topic from you or myself, and I just kind of talk about it, preferably about video games of some form. So I just want to say real quick, this is Monday, hopefully, assuming everything gets planned. This is going up on Monday. Happy Labor Day, all of you United States compatriot Americans. I know I missed Friday last week, which was my bad. Real life kind of caught up with me. But you can see, probably can tell by these videos, that I'm filming them as I go along. I'm not filming them all at once. Today I'm filming all of this week's, this week is the last week of Alex Talks. I know this is not normally I just get right into it, but it's the last week of Alex Talks. So if you have any topic ideas, tweet them at me and they will go into my pile and I will be able to take care of them when I come back in a few weeks, which will probably be around when the PS4 comes out. I need to take a few weeks off. I gotta get back to writing because I've been doing way too much video stuff and not enough writing stuff. And it'll be good when I come back. You can see this, different setup kind of every week, and there's a different thing in the background every week. Still getting into the rhythm of this, but I really, really like doing these, and you guys seem to really dig them, and people like to do them with me. So hopefully for season 2, I guess, for lack of a better term, of Alex Talks, there will be more different stuff, but to the topic. This week's something special. So I asked you guys for some topics this morning, and you guys actually gave them to me, so props. First one that I'm going to cover, again, you'll be able to hear this on Monday. There will be another topic on Tuesday, and the final Alex Talks of Season 1 on Friday, so look out for that. First one for today, though, from Mitchell Morgan at mdog2438. He wants me to talk about the 2DS. 2DS. Oh, Nintendo. So, for those who don't know, last week, Nintendo was all like, hey, we're going to make a new handheld, and we are marketing this to people under the age of 7. It is extremely cheap in the United States. It is $130. It is a 3DS, but we're calling it a 2DS, and it has no 3D functionality. Also, it don't fold. None of that. Screw folding. Clamshell design is out. That's so DS original. So, how do I feel about it? It's a funny thing. So, when I first heard about it, Nabishin told me when we were picking up something, and it sounds like drugs, but it wasn't. We were picking up a video game. Don't worry, guys. He was talking to me. He's like, "Hey, did you hear about the Nintendo news?" I'm like, "No. What happened?" He's like, "Well, they cut the Wii U price. They announced a release date for Zelda, and they announced a 2DS." I'm like, "That's funny." Okay, no, what was no, really? Oh. So at first, I'm like, all right, I have to look up this. I did my research. I looked up about it. I still just didn't believe it when I saw this thing. It's like, oh, it doesn't fold. What kind of DS doesn't fold? What is this thing? And I was really confused, but, whatever. The point is, hey, let's make a cheap, super cheap, $130. It's really cheap to a parent that is looking to buy their child a game system to shut them up. $130 handheld system that can play all of the DS games and all of the 3DS games. A lot of games. A lot of really, really good games. And has all of the functionality of a 3DS. So it has the eShop, it has downloadable stuff, it has a 4 gig SD card in it. Coming up with that idea, totally smart. I'm with you, Nintendo. It's, kind of like the execution of the design that I kind of get lost in. I see it. I see its purpose. I see what it is. Oh, it's cheaper if we don't add hinges. Hinges are super expensive. Did you guys know that hinges are raking prices up on these DS systems that we're playing? I get that. I get the one screen, except we're going to put a laminate thing over the top screen, so it's not actually, the top screen isn't a touch screen as well. So why not? And, it's small, it's cheap. It looks like a monstrosity of an object that will never fit in anyone's pocket ever. Even if you had parachute pants or those old school pants with the Velcro, the big Velcro pocket halfway down your leg, it still wouldn't fit in one of those things. And also, let's put the shoulder buttons all the way on the top of the screen. And for some odd reason, the circle pad and the buttons halfway on the device, just kind of in the middle there. So the bottom of your hand just doesn't wrap around anything. It just smacks into the sides of the thing, because why not, guys? I just like, the thing with this is two things. First, I imagine like a kid, like a little child hands trying to hold this thing. And I imagine him not being able to reach the top shoulder buttons, which are on top of the whole thing, the entire device, just like way up here. I probably couldn't read them with my large man hands. Which is probably not true, but it's just saying. And then the kid with his little baby hands, like his entire arms just smacking into the side of the system, because it's just not, it's not ergonomical. It's not friendly to your hands. You know, it's not. Ain't no DualShock 4. Tell you what. There you go. That's Alex's thoughts. Alex talks. Done. No, it's I don't know. It's like, let's make a handheld that's really cheap, but we're gonna have to take some cuts on the design, guys. We're gonna have to throw away some of the good things about the 3DS. Clamshell, out. Folding, dumb. Hinges, too expensive. And comfort, no. Like, I haven't gotten to touch one or hold one yet. And that's, so I can't say for sure. This is just, it looks like it's uncomfortable. And I have a 3DS XL. I have the Animal Crossing XL. I love it. I didn't like the original 3DS was too small. It gave me the hand cramps. XL, no problems with it. It's big enough. It has rounded edges and it's super comfy. I think the XL is like the perfect 3DS version. Of course, that could change in the future. But you know, who knows? And then we were talking like the slate, it's just like one big thing. It doesn't fold or have like two halves. We were talking on the podcast most recently that, what if they try and put out like a Circle Pad Pro for this thing? Is it just like a whole thing that just goes around the entire slate, and it's just sticking out awkwardly? I don't know. I don't think they will. I don't think this thing has like an infrared thing like the XL and the regular 3DS do, so who knows. The second thing is consumer confusion. It was the thing that jumped in my head was, because I worked at a GameStop and people would come in and ask me questions about the 3DS, and they would be confused about the 3DS, just like the regular 3DS. And I would have to explain, like, what's the 3DS? Is it the same as the DS? Well, it's different. It's a whole new system. It was the Wii U thing all over again. 3DS less so, but yeah. And then they're like, oh, so like she has a DS. Can she get Mario 3D Land? No, that only works with the 3DS. Well, what's the difference between a 3DS and a DS? Well, the 3DS has 3D, and you know, it's a different system. Like, it's a whole other thing. It's got like a little circle pad, analog stick, whatever. So now imagine that situation, but with a 2DS thrown in there. Do I have to get 2DS games for my 3DS? No, it's the 2DS is just a 3DS without 3D. Well, then why is it called a 2DS? Well, how does it play 3DS game? Well, you don't need the 3D to play a 3DS game. It's just like, it's an extra thing. That doesn't make any sense. I know it doesn't make sense. I'm just trying to help you. And that's all the situations will deteriorate down to. No, it doesn't make sense, miss, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say to you to make this okay. Now, with that said, on the complete opposite end of it, financially, this is so smart. Like, okay, the majority of consumers, I will say it's a minority that doesn't really understand, like, the DS structure, from working in retail. The majority of consumers get it. You know, you tell them, you like, 3DS is a new system, plays 3DS games and DS games. They're like, okay, got it. And you know, for some people that's hard to wrap their mind around, but most people are just like, cool, got it, thumbs up, we're good. So, putting a cheaper 3DS model out there that doesn't have, like, the parents being like, is 3D bad for their eyes? Well, technically, yes, if they're under 7. So, it doesn't have that worry out there. Like, I had to explain to a parent before. I'm like, if a little kid, like, messes his eyes up with this, it's not my fault. There's a little disclaimer right here on the front of the box. And I had to do that before. So, it's like, this is, like, no danger, no worry, no 3D blinding, no gimmick. It's cheap. It's $130. Perfect Christmas present. Wrap this bitch up with a game, and it's sitting under the tree. You're good to go. Saddle up, big boy. You're good. But that it's coming out on the same day as Pokemon, which is just, they're just fueling this fire of fanboyism. Just, this thing is going to sell like nuts. It's going to bring in Nintendo millions. And someone, Nick, from Mind the Games, brought up that this is Nintendo thinking, this is his opinion, not mine per se, but he brought this up on the podcast. Nintendo's like, we're not going to make money on our Wii U hardware this year, so let's make extra money on our 3DS hardware. Sell this little extra teensy 2DS thing, and it'll just sell millions. People with 3DSs will buy this for no reason. They'll just buy it because they need another one, because why not? It's cheap and it's whatever. And the cash flow will just come in. And it's a brilliant move as far as, a product goes, a retail product, something that's cheap, something that's pro-consumer for the most part. It's not pro-pockets, but it is pro-consumer. And yeah, it's a smart thing. It's a good for everybody thing. It's people who are like, man, 3DS is $170 or $200, or it might be $180 or $200. That's still too expensive for me, but like Kid Icarus looks awesome. Super Mario 3D Land looks awesome. I really want to play the new Mario and Luigi. Fire Emblem Awakening is great. Now they can buy this 2DS, $130, much cheaper. They can get a 2DS and a 3DS game, like a recent one, for under the price of a regular 3DS. And like that, if that isn't pro-consumer, then I don't know what is. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. Might not be ergonomically correct for your hand, but it is a 3DS that can play awesome 3DS games. So, it's an interesting thing. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a monstrosity at all. I think it's probably not very comfortable, and it's probably going to cause some confusion. But for the most part, it's just going to be another thing that Nintendo makes millions of dollars on. So, there you go. That's what I think, Mitchell. What do you guys think? What's up with the 2DS? Where is it in your list of what the hell is up with this thing? Do you think it's a monstrosity? Do you think it's awesome? You're going to buy one? Do you think it's smart? Do you think it's dumb? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, or you can tweet at me and I will definitely respond. Also, if you like this video, then please hit that big old like button. Alright, listen, just scroll the mouse over, just click it, just one click, that's all it takes, one click, just click the like button, and it'll help me out tons, and then I'll know that you guys are enjoying this. While you're at it, share this with everyone you've ever met ever. All of your friends, your family, your dog even. Your dog might like video games. How do you know? Have you played a game with your dog? No. That's what I thought. Show him Alex Talks. Maybe he'll like Alex Talks. Maybe he likes me. Maybe he'll bark at the screen and be like, yeah, that guy knows what's up. He knows what he's talking about. And while you're at it, subscribe. There will be more of this on the way. Of course, you got 2 more videos coming this week. I'm sorry about missing last Friday. Tuesday and Friday is when I come out. This is the last Alex Talks for season 1. Last week of Alex Talks, I should say. And yeah, it's been a fun ride, and it's going to end this Friday. But I will be back this fall at some point to continue talking, as long as you guys keep listening. So please like, share, and subscribe. And I will be back soon. Thanks, guys.
For instance, the newest Devil May Cry uses a lot of the Combine Christ.
A lot of metal.
Yeah, a lot of metal in it, but it works very well for what they're trying to do. Along with the techno-ish stuff that they also do.
Which, oh my god, that techno level in Devil May Cry is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's great.
If you haven't played DMC Devil May Cry, you should play it.